How's it going?
Hello YouTube friends, another little advent video coming up. Today I want to make some little stars out of willow and some other little bits and pieces of greenery. I've just been and picked them all in the garden there. And so let's see what we can manage to make. I'll show you what I've got here. I've got some ribbon, obviously my secateurs and my scissors. I've got some lovely little red ribbon. I've got some of this wire, which is absolutely beautiful, sparkly wire in loads of Christmassy colours. So I've got red, green and a beautiful silver wire. It's very, very thin. I don't know what it's used for, this wire. And a beautiful golden one as well. But it's thin and it will wind round my twigs and hold everything together with a bit of luck. Now, I'm going to start off then by having a try at making, I've got this lovely willow that's just growing outside the door here, which has got a lovely red and on it and green on the other side. And so I think that'll be really, really beautiful. And I'll just take the very whippy thin end off, get rid of that. And we'll work with this longer end here. Now I've looked at them and to see if I can work out how to make them. I don't think it can be that hard. So let's just give it a try, shall we? How big do we want this? Let's just start there. Willow's lovely to work with because it's so bendy and forgiving. So let's just try this, shall we? I'm going to make a roughly shaped star by bending it like this. I don't know what I'm doing. Oops, it's cracked, but that's fine. That's all right. That doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep bending it until I've got my star shape, which is about there. It's bent, it's cracked again, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to wire all these together and then we'll cut it off about there. Okay, so there's my bent bit of willow. I'm not offering this as a tutorial. There's probably people out there who are shouting at the screen now saying, no, Kate, you're not doing it right. And I know I'm not, but I'm going to give it a try, okay? Because I'm a good one for trying. So that's going to go through there, that one round there. Okay, and then once it's about star-shaped, like that, let's get that bit, little bit more bent out like that. It's a bit wonky. Just a minute. Let's keep bending that bit like that. That bit can perhaps go through there if it will. No, it doesn't want to. Well, I'm going to make it. Yeah, that's fine. That goes through there. And there, that's a star shape in my book. And then what I'm going to do here then is wind that off with some of this. What colour shall we use? What about this lovely green? Okay, let's wind this lovely green wire off here. About that much maybe. It's really pretty, this wire. We'll ease that into the right sort of shape, which is about there. And then I'm just going to wind this green wire round the cut end. I'll make sure that there's not a sharp bit poking out there. And I'll wind that all the way around and then, oh, hi, Norma. Please, Norma. And I'm just going to trim the top off there because that's a little bit too big. And then with this little bit of green wire that's left, I'm going to just make a little hanging hook. Just put it around my finger and make a little hanging hook there. Okay, so that's my first attempt. That's all right, isn't it? But I think we could jazz that up a bit now. Maybe put some more wire here and there, just decoratively, because that's enough like that. That would work, hanging on the tree or Do you think so, Norma? I think that would work. I've put a little bit of green wire around the bottom here. I don't need to do this, but just to be decorative, I'm going to wrap that round there just to make that look pretty on that edge there. And then I'll do that on all the others as well, I think, with this lovely green. So I'll cut, oops-a-daisy, I'll cut some more of this green wire. I'll cut it all off actually, and we'll just use that springy bit from there. Okay. Yeah, this is going to look pretty. There's one more sort that I want to make, and I picked some of these little twigs, which are just hazel twigs, and I'm going to have a go now at making just a sort of round one. Now, what colour wire shall we use? Red. So I'll just take off a fair bit of red off this peg here, quite a bit. There we go. Now, I'm just making this up. I'm going to try and make these twigs go into a sort of round. I want them quite small, so I'm going to sort of twist it round like that and then fold it inside itself. The berries might not work, they might fall off, we'll see. So I've sort of tied that. It doesn't matter how rough it looks at the moment, because we're going to wind it all round. Do you know something? I'm going to give up on the berries. What do you think, Norma? Norma's just been sitting in the basket beside me. It's all right, the basket's empty. She's not been sitting on holly or anything like that. So yeah, it's best without the berries. We can always add them in if we want to. So I'm just going to twist that round. Stay there, please. So that actually that just by itself looks quite nice. Just took all this, I think. You get back in your basket. Thank you. So twist all that round like that. So it's approximately round. And then we'll just cut off the stray bits, I guess, like that. That looks all right like that. And now, I'll just cut that. There's a little bit that's a bit thick at the back, so I'll just cut that bit off there. Not going to make any difference. So now I'm going to wind the red wire round and round, just to sort of bind it together. Just make a bit of space on the table. It's getting a little bit messy. Mind you, I like working in a mess. Not a mess, a muddle. Creative muddle. A good way to work. Okay, so I wonder if you can see, I'm just twisting this round and round until it gets back to where I started. And I've cut it extra because of what I want to do when I get back there. Okay, so can you see? Not really. The wire's twisted round and round my little circle. So that would do on its own like that, but I'm going to add some pretty things. Now here I've got some of my little tiny ceramic stars that I made in my little ceramic workshop. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see, but I'm going to just wire them on with this red wire, which I think will look really, really pretty. And we'll just wrap it, it doesn't matter how, I'll just wrap it round a few times so that it's stuck on like that. In fact, we could perhaps go once more round there, like that, so that the red wire is binding that on. And then I've got another little star here, so I could put two on, or I could just put one on, and I'll go around here a little bit further round with my wire. And then at the bottom, one at the bottom there, or the top. That could be the top, couldn't it? And that could be the bottom. Well, what I'm going to do now is look at the little bits of greenery I've got. And I'm going to take some of this greenery here. This is a variegated conifer that's just growing outside my door here. I'll just take a bit of that off so that it's got a stalk there. And then if I pop that there like that, and then find another one that's going the other way. Let's see, what have we got here? I only took one branch, but there's plenty of activity going on tonight. I'll just snip that one like that, strip all those extra bits off there. Shall I snip that one off? Yeah, I'll snip that one off like so. And now then, I'm going to put those two bits of variegated, do we like that? I might take a little bit more off because it doesn't need to have, we'll take that one off, we'll get very, well, that's a nice way round. We'll just have that like that. I might even take that off as well. Okay, I'm stripping it right back because these little circles are very, very small. They don't need much to make them look pretty. So that's, if we have the star at the top or the star at the bottom, what should we do? Or the star at one side? I don't know. I don't know. That's the fun part of doing this, I guess, isn't it? So we'll put the little bits of variegated conifer there. I'll just mess about with this and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, so I've added a couple of berries to the bottom of that now. And so that's that one. There's no right or wrong way to doing these. Just enjoy yourselves and have fun. I just wanted to remind you that over on Patreon, I'm doing an Advent reading every day I can manage. Sometimes real life gets in the way. And it's for all patrons, everyone from any tier upwards. So if you just wanted to join Patreon for 1 month, you could. For $1, you can listen to all the Advent readings. And then, of course, all the Emil readings for last Advent are still there. If you wanted to go back and have a look, I'll leave a link in the description below so that you can go and have a look at me reading last year's Emil books by Astrid Lindgren. A reading every day of Advent. I'm going to make some more now, and I'll put pictures of them in here. But that one is, it's all right, isn't it?